Hello, Pokemon fans. This is another 6v6 online single battle. This one's against Jonah. And looking at his lineup, it's pretty scary. I'm still rocking the same lineup. Shuckle, Forretress, Scrafty, Azumarill, Hydreigon, and Rampardos. So here I'm going to start off with Shuckle, and I think my opponent starts off with Onix. But it's a pretty decent battle, in my opinion, so let's start it. So he starts off spamming the rocks, and I believe I throw sticky webs first to slow his team down, since he's got a lot of scary Pokemon. So here's just going to be spamming Rock Tomb just to slow me down. Not that it really matters with Shuckle. Shuckle doesn't care about speed. He cares about his homies and setting up for him. So I throw up the Stealth Rocks. He threw a Rock Throw, and I'm trying to knock off whatever item he had, but apparently he didn't have any. So he throws Rock Tomb again. And here, in this turn, I use Final Gambit just to have a safe switch in. And here I bring in Azumarill, my John Cena, and for whatever reason I switch out. I bring in my Forretress, my Martyr. So here I kind of figured that he didn't really have anything for Mortar to really cause any damage, so I just decided to spam every Toxic Spike and every Spike that I'm able to. So here I threw out both Toxic Spikes, so any Pokemon he brings in gets badly poisoned. He can hit me for days, and Fortress is just a tank. So I get one Spikes up, he keeps raging even though I don't touch him. That's another Spike. It's going to slow down a bit just because I'm setting up, but it's worth it in the long run. He unfortunately drops my speed, but it's the same thing with like Shuckle. Fortress doesn't care about having his speed dropped. And then I realized that I went overboard with the Spikes. So here I decided to Rapid Spin and knock his stones out of the way. And then I switch out and I bring in my Rampardos, Dr. Grant. So he reapplies the Stealth Rocks. And here I just decide to Earthquake, just to knock out that Onix out of here. He's getting too annoying. I was more worried about him using Rock Tomb, so it'd slow me down. So luckily with the stones, it cuts Charizard's health in half. And he sets up with, he first starts off with Sunny Day. I was getting a little nervous that he might use Solar Beam next, so I decided to use Rock Polish so I can start outspeeding any Pokemon that he brings in. And then he Mega Evolves into Charizard X. So here I just use Rock Slide just to knock out the Charizard. Then he brings in Crobat. And you know how we do. I'm going to use another Rock Slide. It's a very interesting shiny. It just seems really weird as a pink bat. I don't know. It's just me. But anyways, he brings in Zekrom. So there goes the sticky webs, the stones, the toxic spikes, and then the spikes. Just all that excess damage just for coming in. So here I just decide to Earthquake and knocks out Zekrom. Able to outspeed him. And here I'm just like, well, this is game. I'm dead. Because I figured, well, first all the hazards that I set up took out a pretty good chunk of his health. Unfortunately, I missed the Rock Slide, and he uses dual chop. I don't know why he didn't use any, or I don't know if he doesn't have any grass moves, but luckily it gives me another chance to use Rock Slide and KO him. So I was very fortunate there. So here, this is his last Pokemon, and it's a Xerneas. And here I'm a little worried because Xerneas is very bulky, very extremely bulky mon. So after all the hazards happen, and there goes his Fairy-Aura. So here I used Rock Slide, expecting to get pretty close to killing him, but unfortunately I cannot KO that Pokemon and get a Rampardos 6 mon sweep, unfortunately. And he gets to kill me with Dazzling Gleam. So here I just decide to send out my Forretress, just to essentially do what he does best and be a martyr. Sure, he may have KO'd Forretress, but those toxic spikes really hurt in the end of the game for him, unfortunately for him. Toxic, or the poison kills him, and then I win. So with this game, I think definitely setting up helped in the long run and made the game a little bit easier on me. But I was a little disappointed I couldn't get a complete sweep, especially with Rampardos. I love Rampardos. But hopefully you stick around for the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. So we'll see you then. Later.